Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. Hello everyone, to all of my new subscribers and new family members. Hey and hi, welcome. And to my tribe and family at large, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video. Family, listen, we are going live, okay? Usually once a week on the channel. And it's usually on Friday nights. In this season, we are on Friday nights. And it's usually 6:30. Sometimes we may come on a little bit later, but I'd love for you to turn your notification bells on. And that's on YouTube and also on Facebook. Okay, we're live on those two platforms. So if you would set your notification bells, this is where we learn about the spiritual aspect of narcissistic abuse and what we've gone through from that aspect. And also not only that, but learning how to heal from this thing from a spiritual aspect. So listen, make sure you turn your notification bells on. Okay. And I'd love to see your face in the place. All right, y'all, make sure y'all come on out to the live stream on Friday night. And y'all know every time we drop a video on the channel, the goal of the day is 2.1K plus on the likes. Y'all hit that like button, hit that like button for your girl. Y'all, we ain't been doing a good job with that. Like button has been kind of suffering. So I need y'all, please, it doesn't cost you a dime to hit that like button, but please do that for me, okay? If you support me, just do that for me. All right, please. Thank you. And if you get in the comments and start being negative about me asking for you all to hit the like button, you're just weird. You know what I'm saying? You're just weird. And I'm just going to say it like that because guess what? Why wouldn't content creators ask you to do that? Right? It helps to circulate the information. All right, y'all. And your copy of Seduced by Satan, the link is pinned in the description below. Okay, y'all, if you ready for your jaw dropping, pearl clenching drama based on a true story book, that's your girl, okay, doing the commentary on all chapters, baby, pick it up today. I want to see what you got to say about it because it was something else. Do you hear me? I'm talking about for real, for real. All right, y'all. So pinned in the description below. Please pick up your copy today. All right, y'all. Let's jump into the topic of this video. I want to talk about the fact that these are signs that it is trouble in paradise with the new supply. Narcissists work so hard to put out a persona, especially when they've gone ahead and decided to get a new supply. And they work so hard to make you think that, you know, everything is wonderful. This person is better than you. That's why they couldn't stay with you, because you weren't who they wanted anymore. Oh yeah, they got the nerve. They got the nerve to say that type of trash. Okay. So, and so this is the way that they're going to initially perpetuate the situation, you know, the discard. And when I say perpetuate it, I'm talking about the mocking and different things like that they love to do, you know, after the discard, and they have another supply that and a lot of times, y'all, the only reason that the narcissist is putting them on blast like that is they, you know, more often than not, 99.9% of the time, is because they want you to be jealous. Okay, they want you to be jealous, and they want you to try to run after them. They want you to try to chase them and try to get them back, because what the narcissist would love to see is the two of you actually get into a brawl, or, you know, you two fighting over the narcissist. And the devil is a lie. You mean to tell me you want me to fight over the devil? Please. Okay. No, we're not even about to go there. And so that's what the narcissist would actually love to see. That would give them so much boost, you know, such a huge boost in their self-esteem and all of that kind of craziness. Oh, they would love that. Oh, please believe they would. So anyway, So they perpetuate this whole thing out on social media. They putting the new supply out there. They're going to dinner. They're traveling. They're doing this. They're doing that. They're with the narcissist family. And, you know, they're they posting it all out there on social media. Oh, and then if you got kids with the narcissist, they're telling the kids, this is the best person I ever met. And, you know, this, that, and the third. I mean, they going all out. Okay, because they want to drive the point home to you that they're happier with this other person, whether the narcissist discarded you or they forced you to discard them. This right here is a game that they love to play because it gives them thought fuel. And what thought fuel is that they're sitting imagining what you're thinking about what you're seeing that they're posting. And they're thinking to themselves, oh yes, that's hurting them. You know, that's going to get under their skin, and that's going to make them feel a type of way. And just give it a few minutes or give it another week or two. They're going to be reaching out, begging, calling me, wanting me back, and all of this because they want you to chase them. They do. I mean, these backwards walking giraffes, they want you to chase them. For what? You know what I'm saying? For what? Ain't nothing there. Because when you really find out that there's nothing in that, you be mad at yourself. Like, why in the world did I ever? What? Why did I think? So, yeah. So this is what they want you to do. So here's the deal. When it's trouble in paradise, I'll tell you what happens. All of this stuff because the narcissist is going to hit a bump in the road. That new supply is going to say something or do something that's going to turn that narcissist all the way off, you know, like they always do. Because once you tell them no or you give them pushback in a particular area, they gon' cut up because that's just what they do. But then once that happens, the narcissist sees that the new supply is not this perfect number one stunner anymore. Okay. And then what happens after that is that the narcissist now, they feel like the new supply has betrayed them. They, you know, busted their little bubble or whatever. And guess what? Now the narcissist is over there looking crazy. First thing you see them do, they start putting it, either they don't post anything on their social media. A lot of times what they will do is they'll stop posting. And so what they're doing, when they start doing that, that's twofold. They're trying to bring the new supply back in line and make the new supply conform to everything that was happening and how they were doing in the love bomb stage. And then also, too, when they stop posting, it's because they're sending a signal. And a lot of times they don't know this because, you know, when you're smarter than that and you're listening to these videos, you'll understand what it means. They stop posting because they want to devalue the new supply, but also they're sending you a message too. You know, letting you know I'm not posting them up anymore because what they really want you to know is it's going to be a possibility that I'm going to be calling and texting you back because you don't see me, or I'm going to be calling and texting trying to figure out how I can get back over there. Because, you know, I told y'all before that when you actually leave that narcissist, you become, or the narcissist leaves you move to the top of the most wanted list. You know, because they pride themselves really highly on being able to re-idealize past supply, especially if it's good supply. You know what I'm saying? They pride themselves. It's a huge ego boost for them to be able to get you back. Right? So they're going to be sending a message. They're going to stop posting. And then sometimes what they'll do is they'll put their pages on friends only or like private, so you can't see anything. And that's because they don't want you to know either way which way it's going. So hopefully at a certain point you'll get curious about what's happening and start asking people, or if they try to reach out to you, you will be receptive. But baby, let me tell you something. A narcissist is usually not able to hold that facade together very long. I'm going to give it probably a good hot 12 to 16 weeks. So I'm talking about a good hot 3 to 4 months. And sometimes, and that's if it's a new supply. You understand what I'm saying? And the new supply is compliant. But Yeah, when it's trouble in paradise, they gonna stop posting, and they are also going to start asking the flying monkeys and family and children, if y'all have kids together, they're gonna start asking where you are, what you're doing, and this is how that looks. The flying monkeys or the family will say, "Oh, so and so called me and asked me about you today." And that's when you got to stop those people and tell them, I don't care what they ask. I don't care why they ask. Please don't tell me anything about them asking about me. You understand what I'm saying? That's where you have to stop them, because what they're attempting to do, they're asking the person to come talk to you. Then that same person is going to go back and report to them. If you truly done with a narcissist, don't get into that, because that's what happens. And if if it's trouble, which it's always going to be in paradise with that new supply, unless that new supply is a toxic codependent, these are the things that you're going to see. And you're going to see that narcissist trying to call you, hey, I hate the way things ended. I don't like the fact that we can't talk to each other. And then they're going to run this infamous line, just because we're not together, that doesn't mean that we can't be friends. Friends with who? But you a whole viper, though. Why would I want to be friends with you? You betrayed my trust. You abused me in every kind of way. Why would I think that you have all of a sudden changed and now I need to be friends with you? Are you absolutely jackrabbit crazy? Yeah, no, we won't be doing. But these are some of the things that they try to put out there. The little fillers. They're going to do heat checks. They're going to try to hit you on social media. They're going to watch your post. They're going to be obsessing, and not necessarily to the place where they're going to be blowing you up, but they're definitely going to try to see where you are emotionally with them. They might send a text and tell you somebody's sick. They might send you a text telling you somebody had a baby, or some type of congratulatory, something that may have happened in your family or their family. All they're doing is they're checking to see if you're still emotionally invested in them, because there's rocky times and trouble in paradise with the new supply, and they want to be able to come back. Don't let them do it, fam. Don't let them do it, because I'm gonna tell you, if you let them come back, it's gonna be the same. Actually, it's gonna be worse. I've told y'all that many, many times before. It's going to be worse. But yeah, this is what you see, and then the new supply start posting up emotional memes, like, how they are heartbroken and different kind of crazy stuff like that. Sometimes that's what you'll see with the new supply. But fam, I wanted to get this out here. This is what you're going to see when it's trouble in paradise. All right. So you listen, y'all, take really good care of yourselves, and, yeah, be good to yourselves, okay? I will see you all on the next video, fam. And I will see you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.